Deep in the ancient rainforest, a treasure exists known as the wood of heaven, born from the whispers of the clouds and the breath of the earth. Here, where the morning mist blankets the majestic mountains of central Vietnam, the legendary Aquilaria trees reach their branches toward the high and endless sky. This is not just wood, it is a sacred essence, a miraculous result of a silent struggle between the living tree and the relentless elements of nature. When the bark is wounded, a mysterious resin begins to seep out, a golden liquid that acts as a shield to heal the tree's broken heart. Through the canopy, soft golden sunlight illuminates these scars, marking the beginning of a transformation that will take decades or even centuries to fully complete. Behold the kainam, the most precious of all, but where the smoke rises in delicate swirls, carrying a scent that connects our world to the divine realms. Entering the green hell where the terrain is treacherous and thorns pull at your skin, the hunters begin their search for the elusive scent of agar wood. These are the Phu Tram, men with faces carved by sun and wind, whose eyes are trained to spot the secrets hidden beneath the thick bark. With heavy packs and sharp blades, they navigate through rushing mountain streams and slippery rocks, risking everything for a glimpse of the rare and precious gold. Every step on the damp, decaying leaves echoes the uncertainty of the hunt, as they move deeper into the heart of the forest where few dare. Sweat stings their eyes and the humidity weighs like lead, but the hope of finding a fallen giant keeps their spirits alive amidst the dense jungle. They look for signs of rot, for the specific way a branch breaks or how the insects burrow, but knowing that within decay lies the ultimate beauty. Sometimes they must scale vertical cliffs, dangling between life and death, searching for the ancient dobao trees that have stood silent for a century. From the lush highlands of Vietnam to the remote jungles of India and Cambodia, these regions form a sacred map of the world's most prized aromatics. This global trail of agar wood reveals a history of trade and tradition, where each region offers a unique profile of scent and spiritual significance for humanity. Sudden storms and mountain floods are constant companions, testing the resolve of those who seek the wood of heaven in the most unforgiving of environments. As night falls, they huddle around small fires, sharing stories of legendary finds, their lives entwined with the mystery and the danger of the deep woods. In the silence of the dark, a single spotlight reveals the raw kainam, a gnarled piece of wood that holds a value greater than its weight in gold. Under the lens, we see the intricate fibers saturated with dark oil, a complex architecture of defense created by the tree to survive against the invisible. The stark contrast between the pale, lifeless wood and the rich, black resin tells a story of survival, where pain is transformed into a fragrant masterpiece. It begins with a microscopic invasion, as fungi penetrate the wood, triggering a biological response that forces the tree to produce its most precious soul. Over the years, the resin thickens, merging with the wood grain to create a dense, heavy substance that will eventually sink when placed in the water. A fallen trunk, rotting on the forest floor for decades, may hide a core of pure agar wood, slowly perfected by the earth, the rain, and time. Bon. Scientific data shows that specific temperatures and unique environmental pressures are required to catalyze the formation of the highest grades of kainam and agar wood. A century passes in the blink of an eye as we realize that the smallest piece of this wood is the result of 1,000 sunrises and sunsets. This rare black treasure is the pinnacle of nature's alchemy, a substance so potent that its scent can linger in a room for days without fading away. Inside the quiet sanctuary of the workshop, the air is thick with the scent of history and the focused energy of a master artisan at work. With eyes that see beyond the surface, the craftsman prepares his tools, ready to perform a delicate operation to liberate the treasure hidden within the wood. Using tiny surgical-grade chisels, he meticulously scrapes away the white, scentless wood, a process that requires the patience of a saint and the hand of a surgeon. Slowly, the dark, oily veins of the agar wood are revealed, shining under the warm lamp as the artisan follows the natural curves of the resin's path. Every movement is deliberate, for a single mistake could destroy a piece of wood worth thousands of dollars, a testament to the skill passed through generations. The fine shavings are collected with care, for even the smallest grain of this wood carries the essence of the forest and the spirit of the tree. In the distillation room, ancient techniques meet modern precision as large copper stills are prepared to extract the liquid soul of the agar wood through steam. Heat and water work together to break the bonds of the wood, carrying the aromatic molecules through cooling coils where they condense into a precious liquid. One drop at a time, the golden oil falls into the glass vessel, a concentrated essence that captures the very life force of the dobao tree. This liquid gold is bottled in crystal, a substance so rare that it is used by the world's most exclusive perfumeries and for the most sacred rituals. Look at the difference. A massive pile of raw wood yields only a tiny vial of oil, illustrating the extreme concentration of value and natural effort. Each bottle is more than a product. It is a luxury item that carries the weight of the forest and the dedication of the men who found it. A final test under the glass dome confirms the profile, a complex symphony of woody, sweet, and spicy notes that dance on the senses and mind. In a space of pure tranquility, the journey concludes as a piece of agarwood is placed on glowing charcoal, releasing its ethereal smoke into the air. The smooth beads of an agarwood bracelet against the skin serve as a constant reminder of the journey from a wounded tree to a symbol of peace. As the smoke curls and drifts toward the ceiling, it carries away the stresses of the world. You're creating a bridge between the physical and the spiritual. We look back one last time, from the refined elegance of the incense trail to the wild, mist-covered peaks where the story first began long ago. The cycle of life, death, and rebirth is written in the grain of the wood, an eternal reminder that beauty often emerges from the deepest struggles. Agarwood, the crystallization of time and faith. It is a journey from the scars of the earth to a fragrance that will endure forever in eternity.